You would never know it by standing here outside of Queen's Park, but that behind me is the father of Confederation, Sir John A. Macdonald. Now, last year there was a protest here and there was a lot of concerns about the context of things that he said in speeches or actions he took, you know, almost 200 years ago. And there was protests and there was paint thrown on the statue here. And ever since then it's been encased in this wood. The story has been that they're going to repair it, clean off the paint, and then it would be reopened again. Now Jack Boland and I have found a plaque on this very monument saying that all of this is under review. The Legislative Assembly of Ontario is a place for debate and deliberation on issues that matter to our province. Though we cannot change the history we have inherited, we can shape the history we wish to leave behind. The Speaker of the Legislative Assembly is considering how the depictions of those histories in the monuments and statuary on the Assembly's grounds can respect all of our diverse cultures and peoples. Now, I have no idea what that means. And if you didn't know better, you would have no idea what's behind this boarded up spot right here on the south lawn of Ontario's Queen's Park. Who's behind here is Sir John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister. You'd never know it. They've got him covered up. And there's a process underway to decide whether he ever comes out or gets moved, or whether there's some other way to satisfy those that are upset about him being here. Now, there's a lot of confusion about exactly what is going on here with Sir John A. Macdonald and the statue. We've asked the Legislative Assembly for comment on it and clarification. Is the statue coming down? Are they going to put some plaques next to it to explain what the controversies are? Are they going to move the statue somewhere else? In the meantime, I think that it's very important to say that whether they like it or not, Sir John A. Macdonald was the original first Prime Minister of Canada and did an enormous amount of building to build this country into one of the greatest countries in the world. No one was without sin, and no one can be judged easily from the time they're from, especially when there's very few people complaining. The bad guys are the people that threw paint on Sir John A. Macdonald, not the people that are celebrating this great country. And that's what that statue does, warts and all. With Jack Boland at Queen's Park, standing up for the very first Prime Minister of Canada, Joe Warmington, Toronto Sun.